USI helped me become the student and person that I am now by being a well-rounded individual, God-fearing, and committed to Vincentian excellence with a heart. USI molded me as an empowered person to others through service, faith, and love anchored to Christ-centeredness as I continue my journey in life. I can now move forward to junior high school and become the person that I aspire to be because at USI, we move forward.
USI Basic Education Department is a place where dreams could turn into realities. 10 amazing years as an Isabelina, the dreams that my heart made were heard and answered. From where I stand, I have only grown further and for the better. The value of compassionate service instilled in me, along with the continuous pursuit of excellence, have contributed to my holistic growth as a person. In this sense, it motivated me to join organizations inside and outside of the school where I can be a beacon of truth, hope, and love. And whenever I look back every time I conquered a great challenge, it is because of USI that I can say I did it the right way. I can now move forward to senior high school and become the person that I aspire to be because at USI, we move forward.
USI Basic Education Department Night High School program helped me to be a responsible student. The university made me a strong and confident young woman. I don't have a confidence before, but now I'm proud to myself. I'm confident and willing to share my talents and skills to other young people. And I can now move forward to senior high school and become the person that I aspire to be because at USI, we move forward.
Being with Universidad de Santa Isabel for 16 years, I am nurtured to become the person I am today. They valued me to become someone who does not only excel in academics, but also someone who gives importance to good values that can help me to become the better versions of myself. BED helped me to develop my potentials and equip me with the skills that would help me in my future endeavor. With this, I can now move forward to college and become the person I aspire to be. Because at USI, we move forward.
I entered USI during the online setup. It was challenging, but I pushed myself since this is the first time that I enrolled in a private institution. All I could say is that it was all worth it. USI molded me into becoming a good Catholic through its various religious and extracurricular programs. As the first RadTech governor, USI helped me into becoming an effective student leader. With these experiences, I become more aware of the different issues in our society, particularly the health-related ones, which urged me to serve the people more. I can confidently say that I can now move forward as a radiologic technologist that I always aspire to become. Because at USI, we move forward.
Honestly, thinking of my future scares me. From a young age, I knew that music was something I wanted to do. Sadly, looking for the right institution was rather a hassle because number one, they did not meet up to my needs, and number two, they were just not the one for me. Here at Universidad de Santa Isabel, I got to not only find my dream career, but also pursue in achieving goals in my life. USI has helped me in achieving goals than more I would expect. I can now move forward as a music teacher and become the person I aspire to be Because here at USI, we move forward.
Universidad de Santa Isabel has been my home for the past 4 years, and without a doubt, the formation here is of excellent quality. I personally developed and matured from being a beginner to a proficient teacher thanks to the teacher education, which is a PAASC accredited and a Center of Development program. The values and culture of this institution also helped me into fully realizing my spot as a Vincentian educator. With that, I can now move forward as a Vincentian educator that I always aspire to become, because at USI, we move forward.
Universidad de Santa Isabel taught me to trust my capabilities, become competitive and responsible individual. Because of those things, I am confident that I will conquer all the challenges that I will encounter in this volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. I can now move forward as an entrepreneur that I always aspire to become. Because at USI, we move forward.
Empowered, excellent, Christ-centered. This is who I am now. And this is all because of my gained values since I stepped in the door of Universidad de Santa Isabel. USI has been my second home for 10 long years. It molded me to have a Vincentian heart and mind, to empower young individuals, to nurture excellence in all things I do, and to put God at the center of my life.
This Angelic speaking right now is a product of Universidad de Santa Isabel, who since in the beginning inspired me to strive harder to live up to everyone's expectation. I can now move forward as a Chief Executive Officer that I always aspire to become, because at USI, we move forward.
The very first time I've entered the facade of Universidad de Santa Isabel, I was a very timid guy. However, my stay here in USI became the turning point of that phase in my life. I got a lot of opportunities that exposed me to find my greater purpose and fostered my growth as a person and as a student. From being a timid guy, I became an achiever and an empowered student leader who was given an opportunity to lead and serve not just in our department nor here in our university, but as well as in the regional and the national level. And now that I am about to close this chapter of my life, I can say that I am now ready and equipped to move forward as a future hotelier that I always aspire to become. Because at USI, we move forward.
Change is inevitable, and Universidad de Santa Isabel bring out the versions of me to carry on forward and onward. USI allowed me to be more dynamic and shape and inspired me to flourish and be more growth-oriented. I can say that the institution empowered me through self-defining ventures and made me yield a sense of purpose as a student leader and as an individual that can be of service to others. I can now move forward as a human service professional that I always aspire to become. Because at USI, we move forward.
Universidad de Santa Isabel has proven itself to pioneer as an educational institution, teaching students how to discover their own meaning and purpose in life. Even if the course that I am under has just been recently opened, the quality of knowledge, may it be in practical or theoretical skills, are all of caliber. Not to mention that USI, being a Catholic institution, has also strengthened my character and values. With the countless factors pushing me to be the best version of myself, I will forever engrave them in my heart as I journey towards my future endeavors. I can now move forward as a certified management accountant that I always aspired to become, because at USI, we move forward.
We live in an ever-changing world, and now more than ever, it is necessary to not only withstand the formidable challenges of our time, but to have leaders that will effect change in our society. Universidad de Santa Isabel prepared me to become that leader, audacious, resilient, and globally competent. Our Vincentian education highlights a holistic approach in professional development, where we are given the environment to develop key competencies, uphold research and evidence-based practices, and most importantly, to embody a service-oriented culture, giving us the opportunity to empower and transform others. USI has always taught me to not settle for the bare minimum, but to go above and beyond in striving for nursing excellence. I can now move forward as an educational leader and as a researcher that I always aspire to become, because at USI, we move forward.
Looking back to the formation that I had at USI, what stands the most beyond getting quality education is instilling in us the love for lifelong learning and the passion to be able to serve others, not just through our chosen professional career, but to help the entire community in general. As a Vincentian educator and now a graduate school student, USI's core values has guided me so that the more I learn, the more I am able to create an impact and be able to contribute positively to the society. It is indeed in following Christ's footsteps that we are able to move forward and achieve our goals. I can now move forward as an educational leader and researcher that I always aspire to become, because here at USI, we move forward.
Aside from the love and support of my family, the USI education has become my core foundation of what I have become and what I will be in the future. The teachings, the learnings, and life lessons from this institution has well equipped me in facing the real world. The political science program of this university opened my eyes to see the reality that is happening in the political system mirroring in our country. And with that, it gives a certain reflection of whom I want to be. So, I can now move forward as a political scientist and a law student that I always aspired to become, because at USI, we move forward.
Universidad de Santa Isabel helped me realize the potential I have outside the four walls of the classroom. After my first big break as the head strength and conditioning coach for the USI Falcons, cemented the path that I am taking today. It has taught me life lessons that I couldn't have learned in books nor in lectures. And it has surely helped me mold the coach and the person that I am today. I can now move forward as a strength and conditioning coach and also as a physical therapist that I always aspired to become. Because at USI, we move forward.
USI helped me to live a life advocating for a more inclusive, enabling, and conducive society for all. A society free from discrimination, oppression, violence, and other forms of social injustices. I can now move forward as a social worker that I want to become because at USI, we move forward.
Six wonderful years of self-growth, maturity, and excellence here at Universidad de Santa Isabel. With its mission, vision, and core values, USI has instilled within me important values that honed me into what I am now. It molded me to become an effective member of the society, one who does not turn blind eye to what is happening, and one who fights for what is right. As soon as I leave the corners of this institution, I will bring with me the character and knowledge that were inculcated within me. I will persist to continue our mantra, to learn and perform competent skills in order for me to excel in all my undertakings. And lastly, to have a heart that is ready to serve humanity. I can now move forward as a Vincentian nurse that I always aspire to become, because in USI, we move forward.
USI helped me grow from someone who was in a shell to someone who is comfortable and proud to be myself, because they help their students to unlock barriers and thrive academically, socially, and spiritually. They hone not just our skills, but also our virtue and character. This institution taught me to be deeply caring and compassionate. They mold me to be someone who is courageous, confident, and a person with integrity. With that, I can now move forward as a psychologist that I've always aspired to become, because at USI, we move forward.
USI became a training ground for me to enhance my skills in the field of media and communication. I was able to maximize my potential and proactively engage in social reality. The value formation became a supplement of my soul, allowing me to advocate for minorities and assist in forming intelligent public opinion. I undergo a linear development from being a timid girl to a brave woman who's ready to conquer anything. I can now move forward as a media practitioner and become the person that I aspire to be, because at USI, we move forward.
I was taking a different medical course in a different school before, but I wasn't sure if I found my purpose or whether I was taking the right path for my career. Luckily, I came to Universidad de Santa Isabel. This university became my home. It made me feel that I belong in a community where we always extend our help to those people who need it the most. It taught and molded me into becoming a compassionate leader who always lived by the Vincentian virtues. And with this, I can say that I am a proud Isabelina. I can now move forward as a medical technologist that I always aspire to become, because at USI, we move forward.